Okay, y'all, we need to talk about how we culturally have an obsession with looking for a silver bullet to fix our problems. The pill, the protocol, the one thing, green juice, whatever, that's going to make us finally okay permanently. And in that search, we are totally overlooking all of the resources and support that we regularly have around us. The things that consistently help, but don't seem like they count. That's why in this episode of The Body Knows, Anna and I are redefining medicine. When you hear the term medicine, what do you think? If you're anything like me, you think about pills, shots, something clinical. But what if we start thinking about it as anything that brings you back to center when you're spinning out? Anything that brings you clarity when you're overthinking? Anything that helps you feel whole and at peace when you're feeling fractured and chaotic? That means your medicine could be a hike. It could be sun on your skin. It could be a conversation with someone who gets you. It could be the moment that you just finally say, fuck it, and let yourself take a nap in the middle of the day. These things are often the most accessible and reliable medicines, but we overlook them because they haven't been proven in a double-blind study to be effective. Instead, they just help us regularly, and that's not enough. In this episode, we explore why using the term medicine helps you feel into what your body needs, not just what your head thinks will help or what it wants. We also talk about how to stop treating the things that heal you like a luxury, self-care, and start treating them like oxygen. And finally, how to break down what your physical body needs versus what your emotional body needs, mental body, spiritual body, etc. Because here's the beautiful thing, y'all. Our health on all of these planes is way more in our hands than we've been told. All right, I'm Leona Waller. You're about to meet my amazing co-host on Ally. Don't forget to like and subscribe wherever you're listening. Let's get into it.
I have a note. Well, I have a note that I'm like constantly writing Substack ideas down onto and podcast ideas. And I just sometimes it's funny. Sometimes I look back at it and I'm like, I don't know what I was talking about. Or like, so I've gotten better at like writing the idea down and then like trying to explain it so that when future Anna goes back to read it, she's like, oh, I know what past Anna was thinking about.
Yeah.
But on this one I didn't. All I wrote down all I wrote down was redefining medicine. And thankfully, this is something I think about a lot, and so I do know what I was talking about. But in the Western world, when we use the word medicine, what comes to mind is a pill or a shot or some sort of like weird treatment,
Mhm.
electromagnetic, some sort of you go to facility, right?
Yeah.
Like, um, and I think something that's come out of a lot of my journey has been to redefine like what is medicine.
Mhm.
And so it makes me want to think, Leah, can you like Google a definition?
I got us.
Define medicine. Like, I'm curious to see like what different things come up. Um,
First, I have to spell it right. Okay.
which
Two options: the science or practice of the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of disease,
Mhm.
or a compound or preparation used for the treatment or prevention of disease, especially a drug or drugs taken by mouth.
Yeah, really interesting.
They have interesting an indigenous definition that's
Thank
from the
you.
peoples of North America, a spell, charm, or charm believed to have healing, protective, or other powers.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And so for me, it's like I want to land somewhere in the middle here.
Mhm.
And when I think of medicine, I think of healing.
Mm.
I think of healing. I think of health. What
Mhm.
will give me better health? What will give me a greater sense of well-being? What is medicine for my body right now,
Can
for
I
my
ask
mind, for my spirit?
I'm so I wanna know, like, why you thought of this in the first place. Like, why does this perspective shift matter for you?
Yeah, I think so. I think for me, like looking at things from an integrative health approach,
Mhm.
or when I'm like working with clients and we're talking like, what is integrative health? Health is physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual.
Mhm.
Medicine exists in all of those parts of our
Mm.
life as well. And I think of, when I'm feeling stressed out, anxious, overwhelmed, like me going to a quiet, peaceful place where I can feel the warm sun on my skin and I can hear the breeze in the leaves and I can just lay there and breathe and soak it in. Like that is medicine for me.
Mm.
That was the medicine that my anxious experience needed to come back to a sense of wholeness again.
Mhm.
And so it makes me want to, yeah, and so it makes me wanna, like, redefine this idea of what is medicine and, like, not to discount the pills that have helped me, the shots, the vaccines, etcetera, right? Like, this is all medicine as well, but to broaden
Yeah.
that definition to incorporate the other things that offer me healing. Because,
Yeah.
yeah, laying in that meadow with the sun and the wind and the birds, like, offered me healing, and therefore in my
Yeah.
mind was medicine.
Totally. And like what I'm also hearing is like um it's almost like actually broadening the definition of healing.
Mm.
Like sometimes it's not like I have a wound that needs to be healed, but like I'm off kilter. Like I'm a little wonky. I'm a little out of
Mhm.
balance. And we just like this culture is so focused on like productivity and like finishing the thing, doing the thing versus like, oh, how do we come back into a sense of a feeling of internal balance and like groundedness, centeredness, homeostasis, like and it's like there are so many different things that do that and they're not selfish, they're not self-care, like that is actually medicine. That those things are medicine for you to
Yeah.
like come back like, "Oh, this is also perfect because the last, like, week or so, I've kind of been in a funk. I just had, like, a really beautiful, expanding 2 weeks, and I, like, came back into real life, and it felt boring and sad and dull. Um, and, like, I think, honestly, this perspective of, like, "Oh, what's the medicine I need in this moment?" Like, I was just like, "Leona, you just need to get off your ass and you need to start doing things, like, you're just in a funk." And if I had asked instead, like, "Oh, what would be my medicine right now?" I'd have been like, "Oh, obviously it's to go hike up that big hill and get all sweaty and then look out at the view." Like, I actually something in how that question is phrased, I would have known what I needed to do and, like, probably moved out of that funk quicker, but I didn't think to ask myself that because it's like there wasn't something physically wrong with me, like I was just in a funk, but instead looking at it like, "No, there's a remedy here." And,
Mhm.
like there's, like, maybe not necessarily a remedy, because sometimes there isn't a remedy to what we're feeling. Like, there are plenty of cases where whatever, the grief you're feeling can't be fixed. But
Yeah.
there's, like, there's the sun, there's conversation with close friends, there's, like, an early night in bed. There are things that help, to use your word, like, resource us
Yeah.
to be able to mm, to be able to be grounded amidst whatever we're feeling. And I love reframing that as medicine.
Mm.
Maybe it's just because, like, in our culture, we need, like, a good reason for doing nice things for ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like, yes, I love, like, just listening to you right now because that was I'm hearing this piece of, like, when you're in a funk, like, a productivity monster comes in and is like, "I'll take charge and get you out of this funk," you know? And sometimes that could be what we need, and other times it's not, and so I love, like, asking like what you just asked, like, "What's the medicine I need right now?" It's exactly it, and for me, when when I ask that, what I feel inside is care, is nurturance, is more
Mm.
of like a gentleness, like it comes from my heart. Like when I think medicine, when I think healing, it connects me to my heart
Mhm.
versus productivity connects me more to like my ego. Not in a bad way, right? Like but like the mind, yeah. And what is the medicine I need? Like, oh, that helps me tune into my body because the body knows.
Hey. And that, so I've had teachers like John Wineland, Kendra Kunov also use the word nutrient. Like, what
Mm.
is the nutrient you need? And I was having a conversation with another friend, and, like, they were reflecting on how much better they feel when they're having, like, consistently deep conversations with friends. And it's like, "Oh, so you need more vitamin connection in your life."
I love that.
Versus,
Yes.
like, another way to think about it is like, "Oh, this is like, how do I figure out how to not need this?" And it's like, this is let this be the medicine, let this be the nutrient that, like, lights you up, like, we could spend a lot of time and energy trying to figure out how we don't need air, but, like, or we could just figure out how to have enough air.
I love it.
Because
I
I think
love that.
yeah.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, there's something about the way you reframe that helps you look at it more in like, from a new perspective. Like,
Yeah.
what's the medicine you need? What's the nutrient that would, like, help you feel more resourced?
Yeah.
What's the vitamin?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think like when you take this integrative health approach, like what does my physical body need? What does my emotional body need? What does
Yeah.
my mental body need? What does my spiritual body need? And what medicine exists in these different ways from this new perspective
Yeah.
to help all of these parts of me have a sense of health and wellness. And like you said, connection, right? Like that is a nutrient. That is a vital human need. It is medicine. Like it is a balm to the soul, to the heart when you have a deep, meaningful connection with someone.
Totally. And I
It
love
makes
the
like
way
what else is there? Like what
yeah.
how hey, like I want people to run with this now. I want to hear other ideas. Like what from this new framework, like what is medicine? What is medicine for you?
Yeah. And I love how you, like, also broke it down. Like, what's the medicine your physical body needs, your emotional body, your energetic, your spiritual. Um, and again, in the funk last week, I was having a conversation with another friend and, realizing, like, uh, eventually through, like, kind of a long conversation, also got to, like, oh, there's some, like, unprocessed emotion in there. But if I had just started earlier with the question, like, "What is the medicine my emotional body needs?" And, like, maybe it would have been like, "Actually, not much." But, like, in this case, it was, like, something pretty big that I, like, wasn't processing from this, like, epic glorious retreat I was just on, and maybe we'll do a podcast on that sometime, but anyway, Temple of Yes, it's great, plug for it, Temple of Yes, Carrie and Nicolette. I just wanna do that. But if I just had yeah, that doorway in. It's like a good doorway. Like, what is the medicine for my emotional body? What is the medicine for my spiritual body?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I love and it makes it for me, like, it also gives me or someone else agency back.
Yes.
Like, my health is in my hands. It's not to say that I shouldn't reach out for professional help as well. Please, everyone reach out for professional help. But, like, I am also not helpless on my own.
Yeah.
And there are many things I can do to support my physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health on my own as well.
Yeah.
And that reframe of like what's the medicine I need right now, where medicine offers me healing, offers me well-being, offers me health, can be sunshine, can be connection, can be animal snuggles, can be, resourcing is that word. What's the resourcing thing that I can do right now to support my health?
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Anna, thanks for dropping in that, like, short and sweet. We're trying to also make reasonable length podcasts for y'all. So, I hope this was good. Let us know if you like this, and we'll try to make more that are under 15 minutes. We will do our best.
We will do our best.
We just have a lot to say.
Thank you, Leona.
Ah, thank you, Anna. I love you. And thank you, everyone listening.
Until next time.